How many SpongeBobs do you think it would take to kill Goku? 10? 50? Maybe a million? No. How about 30 billion SpongeBobs it would take to kill Goku? That is insane. But that does make me curious about other fictional characters and how many of those it would take to kill Goku. Because if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan and I love Goku. So we saw 30 billion SpongeBobs, but apparently it would only take 2.5 billion Eric Cartmans. And I say only, not because 2.5 billion is a small number, but because Eric Cartman is a fat child. I genuinely, and I'm not even trying to like be like, oh, I love Goku so much. He's the best character ever, even though he is. But I actually think it might be a trillion. Think about it. Goku could literally destroy an entire planet like that if he wanted to, and then instant transmission away. You know, like, I don't think 2.5 billion humans is enough, and a regular human adult is stronger than Eric Cartman. Next, we have 2 billion stormtroopers it would take to defeat Goku. I still think it would be more, but it does make sense. It does make more sense to me. Also, how is the difference between Eric Cartman and Stormtrooper only 0.5? I know it's billion, but like they're still similar. The next is Scooby-Doo! 1.8 billion Scooby-Doos to defeat Goku. You're telling me that Scooby-Doo is stronger than a Stormtrooper? Maybe like accidentally, actually, because low-key, Scooby-Doo is undefeated. Like, has he ever lost? Maybe he like accidentally wins every fight or encounter, whatever you want to call it. Next, 1.6 billion Jon Snows it would take to defeat Goku. I don't want to disagree with all of these, but like, Jon Snow is strong, and I love Jon Snow, but he only has a sword, and he's a normal human. Like, a stormtrooper would destroy Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Next, 1.5 billion creepers it would take to destroy Goku. This is the first one that I actually kind of believe. 1.5 billion creepers is absurd. I mean, if you think about it, one creeper one-shots Steve, a naked Steve, but still, it one-shot Steve. So now you're talking about 1.5 billion health of a regular Minecraft character, all exploding at once on top of Goku. I think it could do it. I think that one could do it. But who made this rating scale? Because the next one is just the most random character and number I've ever seen. It would take 1.5 billion Mike Wazowskis to defeat Goku. Who is doing like this power level scale? How did you decide that Mike Wazowski is the same level as a Minecraft creeper? Is it because they're both green and they both stand on 2 legs and they're both kind of weird? Is that what it is? Maybe whoever made this just like mixed up the two. Classic mix up. Oh, here we go. We're actually getting into a superhero now. And by the end of this, we're going to get into some of your favorite characters and most popular superheroes. But first up, we have Batman for Gotham. It would take 650 million Batmen to defeat Goku. I think that's all right. I think that's pretty good. Like, Batman cooks any normal human, but he's terrible in the grand scheme of superheroes because he doesn't even have superpowers. So I think that's relatively fair. The thing is though, like in power levels, I'm pretty sure when Goku's in Ultra Instinct, he's at like 10 septillion. And so if Batman's power level, let's say, is like 50, because I think the normal human is like 5 or 6, something like that. So let's say Batman is 50 times 50 by 650 million. It's nowhere near 10 septillion. Like, it's not close. It's silly to even compare the two. So I don't really know how I feel about it, but make sure you guys let me know how accurate you think this list is, because I think everyone's going to have a little bit different opinions. Next though, 450 million Chewbacca's it would take to take out Goku. So you're telling me Chewbacca's stronger than Batman? One Chewbacca beats a Batman? I don't think so. I don't think so, personally. Okay, what? 410 million Stitches from Lilo and Stitch? Stitch is stronger than Chewbacca. To be fair, I didn't watch the Lilo and Stitch movie. Like, maybe he's really good in that. Maybe he cooks. But I didn't know that. And I would have definitely taken Chewbacca over Stitch any day. 350 Mandalorian it would take to defeat Goku. I'm just saying, like, I think I would take Goku in almost every single one of these scenarios. Here we go. Now we're getting into some really cool superheroes. Boom! Captain America. It would take 230 million Captain Americas to defeat Goku. Now, I think Captain America is low-key like the worst character in the Avengers, but he's kind of like the leader of it. He's like the head coach. I think that's pretty fair though, because he does have like super strength and super this and super that, and he's got uranium shields and stuff. I think that's fair. Next, 80 million Wolverines it would take to defeat Goku. Wolverine is almost he's practically indestructible with how well he regenerates. So like if Goku kills half of them while he's trying to take on the other 40 million, the first 40 million will be regenerating and then come back. It'd be like fighting an undead horde of zombies. I like that matchup a lot, actually. I think that that's a good one. Next, 40 million Spider-Men it would take to defeat Goku. That is half the amount of Wolverines, which means this dude, whoever made this list, thinks Spider-Man is twice the strength of Wolverine. Am I getting that right? That's crazy. I don't know about that, but I do think Spider-Man's strong. I think Goku could take him though. It would take 20 million Iron Men / Tony Starks to defeat Goku. Imagine he built something to where all 20 million of them, all their suits like conjointed together to create one enormously giant Iron Man. That would be sick. That would be cool. And at that point, I might take Iron Man in that battle because in like some of the battles in Dragon Ball Super, specifically, I think it was like the Universe 6 and 7 tournament, or maybe it was just in the Tournament of Power, I forget. But there was a robot in there that was low-key cooking. So if you took 20 million of Iron Man suits and stuck them all together, I'm sure that they would be stronger than that. I might go with Iron Man on that one. Speaking of giant robots, we have 5 million Optimus Primes. Optimus Prime is insanely strong, actually. So that's a good battle. That is actually a good fight. Next, though, 4 million Doctor Stranges it would take to defeat Goku. I actually think Doctor Strange is like one of the strongest, if not the strongest Avenger. Bro has the Time Stone. He can control time. So he can go back in time, forth in time, whenever he wants, however many times that he wants. That is so overpowered, especially if you have 4 billion of them. Oh, look at this. We have a Jedi now. 3.5 million Obi-Wan Kenobis to defeat him. Dude, I feel like since they have the power of the Force, they could all just all choke him at once. 3.5 million of them. I'm not sure what Goku could do against that. It would take 3 million Mr. Incredibles to defeat Goku. I like that. That dude is strong as heck. 3 million of them would be crazy. Next, 2.2 million Thors it would take to defeat Goku. Really? Because Thor is a god, keep in mind. So like, I know sometimes Thor's kind of like not the strongest ever, but when he like turns up, when he really turns up, but he's like prime Thor, bro, he is strong. Really, really strong. And 2.2 million is a big, big number. I actually think I would go with Thor in that one if I get 2.2 million of them. Are you kidding? Next, 2 million Darth Vaders it would take to defeat Goku. I think that's pretty fair. And only 670,000 Luke Skywalkers. Is Luke Skywalker really that much stronger than Darth Vader? Wow. Okay, whoever made this list, what are we doing here? 620,000 Avatar Aangs it would take to defeat Goku? Look, I love Avatar. I love Avatar Aang. I respect him, and I understand that he has the power of, you know, all the different mojo stuff. But you're telling me that he is like 3 times stronger than Thor? Really? He's actually over 3 times stronger than Thor is what this comparison's telling me. You're telling me 3 Thors cannot take out 1 child of Avatar Aang. And I'm not saying Avatar Aang's weak. I recognize that he's strong. I'm not saying he's not strong. I'm saying that Thor is a god. And you're telling me that that Avatar Aang is stronger than him. And I know I'm going to get a lot of Avatar fanboys saying, oh, well, actually, the avatars are considered gods in their own realm. So really, yeah, he is stronger than Thor. I just won't believe you. Next, Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa! It would take 170,000 Exodias to defeat Goku, but I thought it's just a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like, I didn't know that they could just go on and start attacking, like, real people. It's been a while since I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest. I don't really remember it that well. Ooh, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. In his Titan form, would only take 18,000 of them to defeat Goku. Now, I wonder what Titan form it's talking about. Like, what about the founding Titan form? Or, like, after he acquired some of the other Titan abilities? Or is this just the Attack Titan? I don't know. But if we're including, like, Hammer Titan and all the other Titans that he gets, it might be even less. Next, 5,000 Nappas it would take to destroy Goku. See, I like seeing other Dragon Ball characters in here because it goes to show how strong the entire Dragon Ball world actually is. Because Nappa is a pretty terrible character in the grand scheme of things. Like, yes, he's strong in Dragon Ball Z, but when you get into Super, like, Nappa he's chump change. He's pebbles compared to where we're at now. Point being, the pebbles and, like, dust of Dragon Ball are stronger than 95% of the other characters in other animes and TV shows and movies. And the numbers are getting very, very low. We're down to just 400 Godzillas it would take to destroy Goku. I actually like that number because Godzilla is crazy crazy strong. 400 of them? That is a lot. Like, I think 3 or 4 Godzillas it would take to destroy the entire world. And now we're talking about 400 of them. They would definitely rule the planet and give Goku a run for his money. Okay, who did this one? Who did this one? Who let this one pass? 230 Neos to defeat Goku? Neo is a normal human, I think, right? Like, he doesn't actually have anything super about him. He just defeated the Matrix. You're telling me that one Neo would defeat Godzilla? One Neo could almost take on 2 Godzillas. What are we talking about right now? I disagree with that one for obvious reasons. Oh, here we go. It'll only take 25 cells to defeat Goku. I actually think that that's really high. Like, low-key, Cell cooked Goku. Now, that was when Goku was only in Super Saiyan 2 form, and he was going through some stuff, but maybe if we're talking about Ultra Instinct form Goku, it would take 25 cells, but I think Cell would get stronger, kind of like how Frieza got stronger too. So I don't know, 25 cells seems like a lot of cells. Okay, bro, 7 Narutos, really? I love Naruto. I watched all of Naruto, and I'm only like halfway through Shippuden, so please don't spoil anything. And again, I love Naruto. It's actually, growing up, I watched Dragon Ball, and anyone who watched Naruto, I would like make fun of, and we would have a little, we wouldn't actually fight, but like we would argue about what show is better, blah, 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 and I would always tell them that Dragon Ball is better than Naruto. However, as I adulted, I finally got around to watching Naruto, and it's a really good show to the point where borderline better than Dragon Ball. I hate to admit it, but I'm just speaking facts. Okay, we're getting back into some more Dragon Ball characters though. It would only take 4 Friezas to defeat Goku. That one I believe, especially with the new form of Frieza, Black Frieza. I think it might only take 1. I actually haven't watched it yet. I think it's out somewhere on like Crunchyroll or something, but I'm pretty sure Black Frieza like could cook Goku. So it might even be less than 4. 3 tops to defeat Goku? Not true. It's 2. The answer is 2 because 1 top is enough to like almost kill Goku. 2 of them for sure beat him. 3 is like he gets stomped on. And now we're getting down to like literally pretty much 1v1s because it would only take 2 Thanoses to defeat Goku. Now this must be Thanos with a full gauntlet. Dude, I think he could 1v1 him. I think Thanos could 1v1 Goku. And I hate to say it, as much of a Goku fan I am, but like Thanos can do anything. Snap the fingers this, you know, back in time. Snap the fingers, obliterate half the entire universe. Snap the fingers, we're in a whole new realm. You know, like, and the thing about Goku is he likes to mess around and he likes to take time with his fights. But with someone like Thanos, you can't let him set up. You cannot let him snap his fingers even once, or else the entire battle just goes whack. And then you're lost. You don't know where you are. Next thing you know, you're dead. And oh, baby, here we go. We are down to 1v1s. Apparently, all of these last characters could 1v1 Goku. First up, this is the anime battle debate of all debates. Who would win in a battle, Saitama or Goku? The description of that actually says one Saitama can't beat Goku with Ultra Instinct. Sorry for disappointing you. I mean, if they're gonna admit it, I'll take it. I'm Team Goku, but I do recognize like Saitama low-key could win that for sure. I've actually watched a lot of fan animations of the 2 battling, and Saitama gets the better of Goku in a lot of those. But I am curious to know what you guys think about that one, because a lot of split debates there. Next, 1 Beerus it would take to destroy Goku. That one is pretty obvious. He's the god of destruction. It would be a good fight now, though, that Goku has unlocked true Ultra Instinct, but I think Beerus would probably still win. Okay, and who is this lady? Who is this? Sailor Moon Usagi? What is that? Who is she? It's a well-known fact that Usagi is stronger than Goku by 1.5 times? Is it? I didn't know that. Who is that? No way she's that strong. She can't be human, right? Like, she's got to be from another planet or something. Like, what? That's absurd. I don't know about all that. I don't know who she is, but I have my doubts. I want to see it. I want to see it first. And of course, boys, last but not least, we have the strongest character in any show, any anime, anything. We got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Grand Zeno. He can destroy the entire multiverse with the blink of an eye if he wanted. He is infinitely strong, and nobody is ever touching him. Even we have Goku against classic Sonic. Honestly, I feel like Sonic will probably have the advantage here just because he's already fully grown. Goku is just a child. He's just a baby. But look at that. He can go full 8 mode, but he's gonna go back down into his normal form after that. Low-key, though, I do kind of feel like the Great Ape should be able to destroy Classic Sonic. I mean, Classic Sonic is a hedgehog after all. You know what I'm saying? Come on! Come on! He is a Saiyan warrior! He should not be losing to a hedgehog. But Sonic is fully grown, so I gotta give him that. I gotta give him that. And here he comes out, Shadow. Who I don't know who's stronger between Sonic and Shadow. So far, Shadow has had the advantage over Sonic, but like throughout their career, I actually don't know who's stronger. I can tell you who's cooler though, without a doubt in my gosh dang mind. Shadow's about 87% cooler than Sonic. And there we go. Sonic and Shadow finally did beat Goku. This is not a combined power level comparison. It is one or the other. So we're going to be seeing a lot of Goku because the only time that we see Vegeta in the show is in the Saiyan Saga, where he already has, like, I don't know, 15,000 power level, something like that. So Goku's gonna have to get all the way up to 15,000, roughly, power level before Vegeta comes in and overtakes him. Of course, I'm leaving out when they are a baby, because we didn't see Vegeta as a baby in the one Dragon Ball movie. I forget what it was called. Superheroes? Was it Superheroes? No, it was the Broly movie. We did get to see him as a baby there, but I think then he had, like, he still had, like, a 2,000 power level, something absurd like that. And Goku didn't have really much power level at all. Nobody thought that Goku had any potential when he was a baby. But look at him now. Look at him now. Strongest Saiyan ever. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Is that true? Is he the strongest Saiyan of all time? Was it like the first Super Saiyan one of the strongest ever? Did he ever achieve Ultra Instinct though? I don't know. I don't know. You know what would be a cool plot twist though is if like Beerus or Whis used to be a Saiyan. Whoa, see there it is. Oh, they do have Kid Vegeta. Yo, from Dragon Ball Z. All right, hand up or hand needs to be up. You know what? I'll put it way up here. I suck. I suck. I do self-proclaim myself to be a Dragon Ball master and then get roasted and toasted in the comments. You guys absolutely destroy me down there. I might not be the most knowledgeable Dragon Ball expert of all time, but I love Dragon Ball, so you know what, dude? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best out here. But the reason I'm saying that is because when is Kid Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z? When does that happen? You know what I'm saying? The first time that you see what? Sonic had 1 million with Caliburn? What is Caliburn? Bro has a sword and just gains 1 million power. It's not even him. It's not even him. It's a sword. It's not even Sonic. It's literally not even Sonic. The sword is that strong. What? Also, why does he even know how to use a sword? He's a hedgehog. What are we doing? Why did I watch it? I knew I was gonna get triggered watching this because to me, it shouldn't be close. There's no way Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog is stronger than Goku. There's no way. There's no way. But obviously, if it's a power level comparison, he's gonna be stronger than Goku at some points. Which makes me mad. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give Sonic the benefit of the doubt because I've only played some of the games as a kid, and I will say I love the games. Like I'm not a Sonic hater. I do actually like Sonic. Let's make that clear. Let's make that as clear as can be. I think Sonic's cool. I played some of the Sonic games on the GameCube, and they were lit. However, to say that he's stronger than Vegeta and Goku is just different. What are we doing? What are we doing? Somebody explain to me how Sonic is at 100 million right now? All he did was put on armor. Doesn't that just make the armor that strong? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even him. It's not even him. Put that armor on Goku and see what happens. Actually, Goku is taking his clothes off. Not putting more on. That is half the reason why I love the guy so much. Look at that. Boom. Shirt off. That's when he's Super Saiyan for the first time. His shirt comes off. He doesn't put armor on like a freaking noob. Okay, what is Dark Sonic and how is that 4 billion? Again, giving him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he actually is that strong. I just need someone to... Can someone explain in the comments to me? Seriously. I'm being serious. Someone explain to me in the comments how Dark Sonic... You're telling me is, let me do some quick math. 100? No. 10. 40? 30? About 30 times stronger than Super Saiyan Goku! Is that true? What's 150 million times 30? 4.5 billion. Yeah, see, I was close. I mean, I knew it was gonna be 4.5, but I didn't want to do like, that's 45 billion. Am I stupid? I mean, obviously I am, but what is going on? 3 times. You get my point. Why am I even trying to explain myself right now? Oh, wait, no, I am right. I just mistypoed. Wait, no, 500? No, I typoed. All right, I'm getting back on track. Sorry about that. My brain is a gabagool, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Point is, someone explain to me. Seriously, type it out. I really want to know. I might have to ask ChatGPT this question. How dark Sonic is, it's probably what, 25, 28, 27 times the strength of Super Saiyan Goku? Type it out for me. Let me read it, and I will probably dislike your message. Gonna be honest. Probably gonna hit the dislike button. I just don't believe it. The only way that it like maybe makes a little bit of sense is if Sonic is like the Flash. Well, the Flash is so fast that he's like faster than the speed of light, and then he can go back in time, whatever. I didn't actually watch the Flash. I just heard that that's true. If Sonic actually is that fast, I gotta admit as well, even in the Dragon Ball universe, or I guess a multiverse, they do battle like wolves and they battle like robots and other creatures that are really strong. So half of my argument is, well, Sonic is a hedgehog. It's stupid that he's that strong, which I stand by. It is stupid that a hedgehog can be that strong. However, even in the Dragon Ball universe, multiverse, there are wolves that are almost as strong as Goku. It's not completely out of the picture that even in the Dragon Ball universe, there is a hedgehog that is stronger than him. That totally defeats my entire argument, by the way. See, I'm fair. See that, guys? I am being fair. I am being fair. Still ridiculous and stupid, though. I think it's fair if I say that. If I also say that I think it's stupid that there are wolves that are that strong, and I agree with that. I think it's stupid that wolves or werewolves are as strong as Goku. Get the flipper here. That is stupid. No. Dumb. Hate it. Go away. Okay, we're at Goku Battle of the Gods. Battle of the Gods. Battle of the Gods. We are talking about Goku battling literal gods, and you're telling me that Super Sonic is... What is that? 75 times stronger than him? Lord forgive me. Lord forgive this video, actually. Don't forgive me, forgive this video. This is an abomination. This is ludicrous. There we go. Okay, well, see, I don't like this one because Goku does use other Saiyans' chi. Fun fact, they needed one more Saiyan to perform the ritual, but I forget her name. Dog. You guys hate me, I know it. But the woman's pregnant. And I forget her name, and now you guys hate me. Well, you guys hate me already, so like, what do I even care at this point? I'm gonna get hate comments either way. Might as well embrace it. I'm here to spread love, positivity, no hate, except on Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, I do kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. I just think it's stupid. That's Super Sonic Cosmic Comics post Genesis is at 6 quadrillion. What are we talking about? Can he teleport? Can Sonic teleport? Can Sonic fly? Oh! Can Sonic use Chi Blast? Oh no! Oh! Can Sonic blow up entire worlds? Oh no, he can't! Alright, he actually might be able to, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, let's logistically compare the strengths of the two. Yeah, Sonic's fast. Okay. Sure, maybe he has that on Goku. Alright, fair enough. Goku has a little bit of a thing called Ultra Instinct. Have you heard of it? Where he essentially just can't even be touched. Like, let's be honest, dude. No one's touching him. No uncles are touching Goku. Ain't Ultra Instinct. Not happening. Will not happen. Dude, look, I want someone to take a screenshot of this and just look at it. Goku in Super Saiyan Blue is half the strength, a little bit stronger, than half the strength of Super Sonic in Modern. Goku in Super Saiyan Blue defeated many people in the Tournament of Power, which is the strongest beings in not only the universe, but the entire multiverse. Super Saiyan Blue is stronger than the majority of the characters in that. Do you, like, oh my god. It triggers me. I'll say it. I'm triggered right now. I disagree. You can't be wearing Ronald McDonald shoes and tell me that you're stronger than a Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Shadow is cool though, I gotta admit, Shadow does look pretty cool. Shadow's cool. I'm cool with Shadow being stronger than Goku, not Sonic though. Super Sonic Boost. And to boot, Widowy They copy Dragon Ball. There, I said it. I said it before. I said it before in a previous video. Sonic copies Dragon Ball with Supersonic. The color system too. Look, he turns yellow, and then there's like Hypersonic or something, and guess what color he turns? White. To be fair though, I keep arguing against myself, which is, I probably should do. I try, you know, I want to be nice and neutral. Dragon Ball has claimed about half the colors at this point with their hair. They've claimed black, they've claimed yellow, pink, blue, and white. Like, what else are they supposed to color Sonic if he gets into a different form? I guess green, but is green even that epic, you know? If there was a green Sonic, would anyone even be like, epic? Or no? I don't think so. So, you know what? I understand why Sonic turns yellow and why he turns white. I'm just saying, Dragon Ball did it first. They are copying Dragon Ball. But at the same time, what else are they supposed to color him? They gotta color him something. Red would be cool. Let's do red, huh? No? Alright, fine. Super Saiyan Blue, FT arc, Future Trunks arc, 100%, 100%. Honestly though, it's not until the Tournament of Power, the TOP arc, that Goku really goes berserk. Now he's back to normal. Normal Sonic in comics pre-Genesis. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? Come on! Come on! Alright, this is the Tournament of Power saga. This is where it's about to get real. This is where it is about to get real, my friends. Everyone strap in, get your seatbelts, buckle up, because we're about to see some craziness. I would actually really much so enjoy watching Goku fight Sonic, because if that happened, everyone would understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's really not even, it shouldn't even be in the question. Look at him, dude. Look at him. He's just so cool looking. And then the stupid Sonic over there pointing his stupid finger at you. Go away, hedgehog. I hope at least one person out there agrees with me, because I feel like recently in all my Dragon Ball videos, everyone's against me. Can I just get one person to be like, yeah, Siren is right? Yeah, something, you know, like, or Alec. Call me Alec, guys. My name's Alec. A-L-E-C. Anyway, Alec is right. Goku way stronger than Sonic. Goku would dunk his balls on you. That is how bad this comparison is. He would gobble goo you real good. He'd get you. Don't ever fight him, because it's gonna be bad, and it's gonna be bad really quick. Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken times 20. I believe his next form is first sign of Ultra Instinct. So he should be getting real strong very soon here. Shadow, comic. So Shadow always seemed to be... Okay, there's Hypersonic. Yikes. But Shadow does seem to always be stronger than Sonic. Elbows. That'd be like if Vegeta was stronger than Goku. That could never happen. For long, at least. Goku wouldn't let it because he's way too cool and way too strong, unlike you, Sonic. Sonic lets Shadow little boy him around. That's really what happens. Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue is as strong? Whoa. Whoa, wait, what? Is as strong as Ultra Instinct Goku? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I disagree. Oh, this is the Moro Saga. Okay, okay, I haven't read the manga, so I don't really know much about the Moro Saga. Bang! 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 Eat that, hedgehog! Now what? Now what? Now what? You're not beating that. No one in the Sonic the Hedgehog Wonderland is beating 10 Septillion, Ultra Instinct, Final Omen, Omen Final. Okay, Super Shadow is getting pretty close with Chaos Control. Let's relax. Whoa! What is Dark Spine Sonic? Let's relax here a little bit. What? Whoa! Whoa! What? Go ahead, Vegeta! No! Goku Master Ultra Instinct! Tell me that's it. Tell me that's it. 5.5 non-alien. Universe Free Power. What the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. I'm not a real fan. Fake fan. Fake fan alert. Bang! Suck on that, Sonic! Today we're checking out the Ultimate Dragon Ball Power Level Comparison, where it has every single character in the show. The coolest part is 1 second equals 1 episode. So every single second we're gonna be getting updates. Let's check it out. Here we go. First off, Goku is in the lead at only 11, but Master Roshi comes in with a power level of 80. This is way back in regular Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. And you can see every single episode, there's a little bit of progression going on. Wait, why did Goku like go off the board in the beginning there? Like he literally dropped to not even on screen anymore. But we have Jackie Chun. Oh, Goku in his great ape form gets up to 900, but look, he's gone now. Oh, wait, no, he's in second. Never mind. Wait, I did not know the Ox King was that strong. That's crazy. And I know, guys, I know that I say I am a Dragon Ball god. But you guys are starting to hate when I say that because I haven't watched Dragon Ball yet. I've watched a lot of Dragon Ball, but I haven't watched Dragon Ball, if you know what I'm saying. What I mean by that is I've watched Dragon Ball Z and Super, but I didn't watch GT. Wait, Korrin is like that? I did not know Korrin was all that. And low-key, Krillin is a lot stronger than I thought that he was. But I guess back in Dragon Ball is when he was probably at his peak. As far as like how strong he was. But I'm pretty sure in Dragon Ball, the most powerful characters are gonna be Piccolo and Tien. There's Tien, literally tied with Goku. In like the world tournament that they do. That makes a lot of sense. But Piccolo should be coming up here almost any second now. It is episode 100 in Dragon Ball. How many episodes are there in total? There we go. There's King Piccolo and Tambourine. But how many episodes in total is there of Dragon Ball? So there's Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super, all with over 100 episodes each. I know Dragon Ball Z, I think has like 250 or something. But there we go. Goku. I feel like they need to change his character pretty soon because once he gets to around that 300 mark is when we transition into Dragon Ball Z and he turns into an adult. There we go, boom. Dude, I literally called that. I am crazy. I'm actually crazy for that. I don't know if I'm a nerd, if I'm a dork or what, but there we go. Goku is now an adult. We're now, I believe, oh no, it still says Dragon Ball on the bottom. Episode 147, 148, 140. How many episodes of Dragon Ball is there? 151? 152? It's gotta be over soon. There we go. Dragon Ball Z episode 1. Raditz coming in at 1,500 power level. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, hold on. We literally just changed everything in episode like 3 of Dragon Ball because that is when Nappa, King Kai, Vegeta all get introduced. But of course Goku dies, goes to King Kai's planet to train in the overworld, and that's when he gets insanely strong. Look at his power level just go. That's when he turns Kaioken right there. He goes from 9,000 like 40,000, but then he gets destroyed by the Great Ape, and Yajirobe, of all people, wait, yeah, I was gonna say he's probably not even on this list, but he is. He's all the way at the bottom right now, 970. He's the one that kind of saves the day. And now we're already in the Frieza saga at episode 47. Frieza at a power level of 150,000. See, this is when the scaling starts to get really, really crazy. Every single saga, it seems like the power levels go crazy. But look, we have Nail, we have... Where's the Ginyu Force? Okay, yeah, there's the Ginyu Force. I was like, or the Ginyu Force. I was like, where are they? But we have Nail, Geese, Berter, and of course, Captain Ginyu. Goku is about to drop very far. There he goes, because Ginyu does kind of own him and turn him into a frog. But he back! He back again like he never left. Piccolo, I believe he just fused with Nail, and that's why he got so strong, but was not strong enough for Frieza. Look at all these power... Bro, this stretch of like 20 episodes, in my opinion, is probably the best in all of Dragon Ball. I love the Frieza saga so much, and you can tell why. Just all of the different power level changes. Wait, Goku, did he just go Super Saiyan there? He just went Super Saiyan and his level is only 1 million. I've watched like 1,000 power level comparison videos, and I swear every time he goes Super Saiyan, he gets up to like 180 million. So I don't know if this is like the same scaling necessarily as the other ones, but Looks like Frieza is in his perfect form now, and it's only at 1.2 million. But there we go. Goku just absolutely destroys Frieza when he's in his Super Saiyan form. And now we're moving on to the Android Saga right after Frieza gets owned. And everyone keep an eye on Gohan. Gohan is in that 4th position right there. But by the end of the Android Saga, when he does have to battle Cell, he gets crazy. Yo, that's right. Trunks is crazy strong too. And now we have Android 19, the one that sucks all over Goku. Gets him sick, sucks up all of his energy. But luckily, Future Trunks comes back to save Goku, give him some medicine to heal him up. And that is why Goku isn't really part of this right now. But look, dude, this is the first time that we've seen in this entire video a bunch of antagonists being at the top. Android 16, Cell, Piccolo. Actually, Piccolo's good. But Android 17 and 18, 4 of them are antagonists, which really made this saga feel like I had no hope for the Z Fighters. I felt like there was just no chance that they could possibly win this. Low-key, though, Cell kind of did help because he gobbled up some of the other androids. But then he just got insanely strong himself. But here we go. Wait, I don't remember Tien getting that strong. That's insane. Go ahead, Vegeta. Go ahead, Vegeta. I see you. 5.6 million for Super Saiyan Vegeta. But there is Cell. I don't know if that's perfect. Is that perfect Cell? I don't know. But guys, look at Gohan. Look at Gohan. Gohan. I don't understand how the androids are getting stronger because they're literally robots. They should not be able to get much stronger. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he stopped at 3.8 million. Because he's an android. He should not be able to get stronger than that. There we go. Super Saiyan Gohan. Boom! He got up to 6. There he is! Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. 12 million. At this point in the show, he is by far the strongest character. How crazy is that? He is by far the strongest. And then I don't even know what just happened. That is insane. Wait, what is it? Is this after the Cell? Is the Cell Saga over right now? I guess it is. Is Goku's dead right now? Yes. Yeah. That's why Piccolo's the strongest. I feel like Goku should still be strong. Why is Piccolo that strong? I don't know why Piccolo is that strong. But there we have the Supreme Kai. The Kai's coming in. That was kind of like the in-between phase between the Majin series, which is right now Deborah, one of the scariest characters in my opinion. 8.5 million. That was pretty crazy. Majin Vegeta versus Super Saiyan 2 Goku. That was so sick. That's when Vegeta got possessed. And he got really, really strong. Majin Buu, here we go, dude. This is what I'm talking about. There are 3 main, like, sagas. Or, I guess 4 main antagonists in Dragon Ball Z. Majin Buu is the last one. And he is the last one for a reason. Look at this. Super Buu, 35 million. I, at this point, had literally lost all hope. I thought there was absolutely no chance. No way. Literally impossible to defeat this guy. Buu tanks, because he literally just takes over people. Look, he's Buhan now. He takes over Gohan's body. Buhan. 60 million. Literally no one is even close. Look at Goku. Goku and Vegeta at this point are 4.7 million. That is nothing. That is literally nothing compared to Buu. But there it is. The most epicest fusion. Oh, wait, did it happen? Where's Gogeta? Did that happen yet? I think that happened. Gogeta comes in for a couple episodes and absolutely, there we go. Yep, that did happen because we're now into Dragon Ball Super where Beerus and Whis are here. And Super Saiyan God Goku gets up to 100 million power level there. Let's go. Now there's going to be a lot of like training phases here. These are all the gods at the top, Destroyer gods and angels. Whis, Vados, Beerus, and Champa. Oh my god, Golden Frieza. I low-key forgot about Golden Frieza, but the power levels are really going to start scaling now when Vegeta and Goku go Super Saiyan Blue. But this is the Universe tournament of like 6 and 7 here. But with the gods at the top, it is weird to see like how much stronger they are than everybody else. Goku Black, oh my god. Holy smokes. Okay, when Goku Black and Zamasu fuse. Yeah, there's Zamasu up at 80 million. Dude, what is going on? Oh my god. Like, okay, I gotta pause this sometimes just to see what the heck's going on. We have Super Saiyan 2 Rage Trunks at 140 million. Super Saiyan R. Goku Black. I guess Super Saiyan Rage? Goku Black? I don't know what R is. I say this every time Goku Black comes up. I hated him at first, but by the end of the series, he was like one of the coolest antagonists in my opinion. Zamasu too. I hated Zamasu. I just felt like other ones were way cool, like Frieza, Cell, Boo. They were all like better antagonists than Zamasu, but by the end, low-key, it was kind of fire. I just didn't really love the idea of the Z fighters traveling to the future in order to like fight. It felt like they were fighting somebody else's battle, which I just didn't really care too much about. But again, by the end, I thought it was pretty lit. Goku Black is very, very cool. Wait, Majin Buu? Why is Majin Buu in this? What? That was like... not Fat Boo. That was like actual Boo. Man, oh my god, here we go. Jiren, top and hit. Whoa! Wait, this might be like the least amount of actual Z fighters that we've ever seen on the scale this entire time. Okay, Mystic Gohan's here though, but look at this. We have Jiren, top, hit, Maji KO, Dispo, Android 17. I don't know why Android 17 is that strong, honestly. That I didn't like that. Doesn't make sense to me. And a Booney. But we're gonna be getting a lot more other characters too, like Kefla, that love trio thing, whatever. I don't know. There we go. There's Caulifla. Oh my god, there's Kefla. But yeah, the tournament power is insane. It easily had the most amount of like difficult characters or strong antagonists. And here we go. Whoa, wait, the tournament power kind of went by really quick. Look at this. There's only a couple left. There's only Goku, Jiren, Android 17 and Frieza left in the Tournament of Power, and Goku does go down, but Android 17 is last remaining, which means that they won the Tournament of Power and their universe survived. But yeah, there you have it. There is the power level of every single character from start to finish, Dragon Ball all the way through Super. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click right here to watch another awesome power level video.